welcome back. So, in the last episode, we built the Tiger Moth from Laputa, Castle in the Sky. We're going to be moving away from that theme for this episode, because I thought it would be a good idea for me to show off some of my smaller builds before we get to the grand finale. In my world, I have 5 or 6 different outposts in different areas. They're pretty far from my home base, which is why I built the small houses out there for collecting resources and different farms that are dimensionally based. So I'm going to show some of those off, and I hope you like them. So, it's pretty unassuming up here, just sunflowers, black sheep. But if we go down here, you get to see how massive it really is down here. I don't know how this cave generated. I don't even know if this cave would generate now because half of it was in a different version. I'll have to check it out at some point. But there's like different levels, and we'll come back to my house in a second. There's Skulk down here, but there was also supposed to be an ancient city that did not spawn because I'm guessing some of the old chunks were from 1.18. Gotta be careful. Don't want to fly into a chunk border and die in the lava. But like, look at how massive this is down here. And it just keeps loading slowly because I'm on a regular Xbox. But like, it keeps going. Not very much further, but still. Good grief. Yeah, this is around where I made a tunnel to find the ancient city, which didn't spawn. So I wasted a bunch of time and I had to find one further out. Anyway, let's go back to my little outpost base. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do anything with this area. It's really cool. I wish it was in a different world because I've already got a bunch of things that I'm building in this world, and I'd like to save this kind of completely different project for a different world. Maybe in a survival let's play later on. Been thinking about a couple of build themes for that. So if I ever get enough subscribers, I can ask your guys' opinion about it. Oh, ooh, glow squid ink. Nice. Anyway, this is... yeah, so you got Skulk here. This is my underground outpost in this massive giant cave. It's just lit up with torches right now. I haven't come here in quite a long time because I originally came here just when 1.19 came out, and I mined up all the Skulk here for a project, and then I just didn't come back as much. Now this house I built with mostly just the materials down here. I didn't have any shulker boxes at the time. Or did I? I think I did. Either way, I only had what I had in my inventory, so I think I had a couple of saplings and some dirt, and I got these flowers just above. Planted those. And I brought these trees down. They look real nice. My pumpkins aren't growing. I wanted them to grow out here and here, but I'm not here enough for them to do that. So anyway, this is my underground outpost base. It's got 2 floors. I didn't have any sand down here, so I mined up a bunch of iron and made them out of bars, which I found kind of interesting to look at. Makes it look a lot more menacing and gothic, which I like. The inside is nothing too special. Like I said, I wasn't here for very long, but I was here long enough to get annoyed with closing the door over and over and then putting down pressure plates. I just got a bed here, And coal. Just junk, mostly. Diamonds. Hey, what is this doing here? There's an upstairs. There's nothing really up there either. I got these spruce support beams. I wish that I could look out the windows, but didn't quite work out that way. I could have raised the floor, but then it would have been weird. Would have come in. The stairs would have come in at the corner. But yeah, since there isn't a center block, I had to put 2 of those up there. But I think it came out pretty well. So I hope you like this build. That's pretty much it for this one. And now we'll go on to the next, which is another overworld base. But we're not going to fly there. We're going to use another highway. Good. All right. So this is the Stony Peaks. There's a savanna down there. Regular things. Anyway, this is it. This is where some of the... Oh. Over here is where the calcite was that I just dug up. I'm completely destroying the scenery here. There's just holes everywhere. I'm tired of the Endermen. They just poke holes in my beautiful scenery. Like that. I didn't put those there. Down here is where I have a little tiny lava farm. When I built this place, I flew here without obsidian, and I couldn't find any, and it was a pain, so I had to wait to get back to my real base. Here, this thing is just for aesthetics. It is, well, obviously it's a windmill. And I got water down here, water sources, and this is a cool thing. I've already shown this off, but you can waterlog pistons. I was gonna make it move, but then I'm barely here, and I didn't think it'd be worth it to do it. Yeah, this is where another calcite vein was. So much iron here too. So this is my tiny little house. I just wanted it to look inviting. A little home away from home, you know. Again, this house was built with materials I got from the area. The oak trees, and I used birch for sticks because I don't like it. I think I brought spruce with me, and I think that's how I got spruce. What do I call it? Fences. And doors and floor. Again, not super fancy. It's all mostly functional. I got my chests with my junk. I've been looking for these for months, so now I know where those are, and I'm gonna leave them here and completely forget again. Got my campfire for cooking food and bed and everything like that. We got a really nice little balcony out here to look out over the canyon. So yeah, not super duper special. It's not as impressive as some of my other builds, but I thought I'd show them off. Just because. Now we're going to go back into the Nether, and I'm going to show you my Nether outpost. Alright, it's just down here. Wasn't far at all. Alright. Hopefully I have a shield down here somewhere. I do not like fighting blazes without a shield. And I also don't have on any gold armor, which can be dangerous. Do I have a shield? Shields! Not sure what's more useful, a shield or a totem of undying. Alright, we're gonna carefully go this way. I set these up so that I have It's little areas where the wither skeletons can't get me, and I'll show you how that works. So I just run down here, and then I run backwards, because sometimes they swarm, and then I die. Yeah. I'm dying. No, you're not allowed in here. No, I don't want you in here. Alright, anyway. This is my mostly makeshift base. Yeah, you can leave. Hold on a second. Get that door for you. Get out. Get. These little pocket areas are so that I can fight them without getting hit. Apparently it does not work. They've got some reach on them. Over here, down there, there is a blaze spawner. And I think that there's another one somewhere else. This is just a little storage area. This is where I started. All those stone swords. There's just so many. I just need to burn them. Alright, and if we go up here, this is kind of a little lookout area. The outside of the base doesn't look incredibly fancy. It's a blaze. Try to work smart in the nether so I don't lose all my stuff to fire. Come here, you. Anyway, I decorated this area a little bit, just for fun. Didn't really need to. It definitely clashes with the colors over here, but I like it. Pretty basic. Down here is another hallway. Down here is another hallway. All these areas are so that I can farm wither skulls, and then here is my blaze spawner farm, which kind of works, kind of doesn't. Lava is supposed to push mobs now, but it doesn't work nearly as well as it should with the blaze. It's very slow, and they get stuck. And I could have looked up a tutorial, but I didn't because I am self-sufficient and I don't need help. No, I just wanted to see if I could do it for myself. Apparently not. Can't AFK here. Super dangerous. Why is that open? They shouldn't be able to go there. Well, it's working better, but it's a lot more dangerous. How are they getting out? Alright, that's enough of that for now. Alright. I use this very ugly granite block. I don't know why. So first off is my Enderman farm, which is out there, and as you can see at the top, it is... I ran out of blocks, and I started building out of stone. So all this water here is to get them to not spawn on the bridge. I've seen other people do it with like leaves and like layers of carpets and stuff. I decided to do it like this. It was a big pain. I don't recommend it because as I was doing it, the water kept doing weird things, and it's still doing weird things like this. You see here? This is a chunk border, and there's another one over there, 16 blocks, chunk border. Another one over here, 16 blocks, chunk border. Just a lot of weird bugs that cause weird chunk things. Sometimes I'll fly into chunks and I'll land on top of chunks in mid-air, and then I will just die. So this is my Enderman farm. It's quite loud. Uh, I have an enchanting setup here because I mostly use this to make my emergency set of armor. Sometimes the Enderman will actually, they won't fall down here, they will teleport down here, and then it causes a lot of issues. Another thing about Bedrock is that you can't hold your tools in your offhand, which I find to be a real pain. So if I want to mend my pickaxe, I have to kill them with my pickaxe, which makes everything take a lot longer. Wow, this thing's running really well today. Yeah, he's one of them. It's one of those ones that falls down but doesn't die proper. Anyway, I got my grindstone. I have an anvil and a bunch of hoppers. This is completely full. I don't use ender pearls as often as some people do because when I'm building, I don't like to fill up my inventory with a bunch of random stuff, even though it happens regardless. All right, time for my last outpost, which is out in the End Islands. Hold on a second, I'll go over here. I wanted it to look kind of dark and ethereal to go along with the feeling that the end has. So here it is. I don't know why that bush is still there. I brought the Nether to the end. Put down these trees. I used mostly the warped nylium instead of... Is it the nylium? Oh no, the warped block. Warped nether wart block? This is the nylium. I used most of the warp blocks because the Enderman can come and take these blocks, and they do. They do it. And they took my dirt too when I was growing my trees, and it was a pain in the butt. So I had to use these, and then any of them that were nylium, I had to put stuff on top. I'm surprised this one hasn't been stolen. So we'll walk around without looking at any of the Endermen. This is my well. I found a reference photo and I built it to match that, but with the warped wood. I will try and find a link to it and put it in the description. I'm not sure who made it. It's probably a very common build. So I will try and put that down. And I added some crystals here and the lapis ore blocks. I have lapis coming out the wazoo, which is good because of the theme of my mega build. And go around here, and we got vines, and we go out to the back. There's a tower in it. I like that. I used a lot of end rods because, well, it's the end. I planted these nearby. There actually wasn't any here before. Wanted them to look good. Help the whole thing blend into the end. I don't know why that block is like that. That's kind of odd. Anyway, let's go inside. I also used a lot of calcite here. I cleaned up the chest monster before I came to show you guys. I don't like you. I need to kill him before I go in because the ceiling inside is high enough that he can teleport inside. Like, I think he's not aggravated anymore. It's a real pain to get them aggravated in Bedrock. I don't know why. They just fly, they just leave, and they don't want to fight you anymore, which is a pain when you're trying to get ender pearls. So in here I got a couple more crystals. amethyst. I got some crying obsidian. I love the way it looks, and I wish I could use it more. But with a lot of builds, it just looks really tacky. Again, I used iron bars instead of glass. Um, it's got a bunch of barrels, mostly for storage. Those are empty. This is my chest monster. Your basic building stuff. I used, what are these called? Prismarine. Here's a bunch of prismarine basalt, or basalt, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, it's basalt. I can be a bit of a stickler for how things are said. I hate it when people call them iron golems. They're golems, not golem. Golem is from the Lord of the Rings. Golems are men made of clay or dirt, which is what they are based on. Oh, actually I should show you the ceiling. I used some of the glow lichen. I really liked how that came out. Looks like frosted glass. Up here is just a little sitting room, little chair. Didn't have a lot of space, so I tried to decorate it as well as I could with the limited space that I had. We can go up here, up into the tower. Nothing too fancy up here. Just a space where you can look out. I wonder if I can stare at the Endermen, and if they'll know that I'm looking at them through the bars, because they don't see through glass blocks. You got more end rods up there. Maybe I'll do a flyby. It'll be easier to see the building from the outside. Again, without looking at any of the Endermen. Oh, over there is my beacon, where I'm collecting end stone. Yeah. I used a lot of calcite in this. I love the way that the calcite looks with the warp blocks. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this little base/world tour. I know it's not as fancy as my other stuff, but I figured I would show you guys. And I hope to see you in the next episode, which I will be... Well, in this series, the next episode will be me showing off my mega project. I may have another episode in between it. I'm just going to keep teasing you until I actually put it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope that you will subscribe and like this video. And I hope that you'll be back for another one. See ya!